The town of Ashwood was small and quiet. It was the kind of place where secrets whispered on the wind, and no secret was darker than the one hidden on Raven Hill. The hill loomed over the town like a watchful giant. Twisted trees clawed at the sky. They looked like skeletal fingers against the grey clouds. At the top of the hill sat Backwood Manor. The mansion was once grand, but now it stood in ruins. Its windows were like vacant eyes staring out at the world. No one dared to go near it. Not anymore. The old folks in town told stories. They spoke of the Backwood family, cursed by a terrible tragedy. They said the mansion was haunted by their sorrow, and they warned that anyone who dared enter Backwood Manor would suffer a similar fate. Backwood Manor was a monument to decay. The once bright paint was now peeling and faded. Vines, thick as pythons, strangled the porch railings. The air around it felt heavy, burdened with unseen sorrow. Locals whispered tales of the Backwood family, driven to madness and despair within those very walls. They spoke of the youngest daughter, Sarah Backwood. She had vanished without a trace one stormy night. Her laughter, they said, could still be heard echoing through the halls. But it was not a happy sound. It was a chilling, mournful wail. The story of Backwood Manor was more than just a local legend. It was a warning. Stay away. Don't tempt fate. But some warnings are like whispers in the wind. They are easily ignored by those who seek adventure. It was a night like any other in Ashwood. Rain lashed against the windows. Wind howled like a banshee. Inside the old diner, a group of friends huddled around a table. They were bored. "I dare you," Jake said, his voice barely audible above the storm. He glanced at the shadowy outline of Raven Hill in the distance. "I dare you to spend 1 hour in Backwood Manor." The others groaned. Everyone knew the stories, but Jake was relentless. He knew their weaknesses, their desire to prove themselves. He pushed them, dared them to be scared. "Fine," Max finally said, his voice tight. He wasn't scared, he told himself, just cautious. There was a thrill in the air now, a mix of fear and excitement. They knew they were crossing a line, but sometimes the thrill of the unknown is too strong to resist. The old iron gates of Backwood Manor creaked open like a death rattle. Lightning flashed, illuminating the mansion in a ghostly glow. The friends stepped inside, their hearts pounding like thunder. The air was thick with the smell of decay and something else, something undefinable and sinister. Cobwebs clung to their faces like ghostly fingers. Each step echoed in the silence. They found themselves in the main hall, dominated by a grand staircase that spiraled up into darkness. Dust-covered portraits lined the walls, their eyes seeming to follow the intruders. "This is creepy," whispered Emily, her voice trembling, but no one dared to suggest turning back. They had come too far. The dare had become a test of courage, and none of them wanted to be the first to fail. A sudden gust of wind slammed a door shut somewhere in the depths of the mansion. The sound echoed through the hall, sending shivers down their spines. The darkness seemed to press in around them, filled with unseen eyes and whispered warnings.